who stated she was laying in bed at 0300 hours this morning when the defendant walked in yelling and upset that he could not untie the drawstring to his shorts he was wearing. Plaintiff stated that the defendant said, "If I can't get this string untied, you guys need people brought out." Okay, on who?
Anderson. Craig Anderson, Judge. And I imagine, Your Honor, if they're just standard conditions, we're not going to have any.
Okay.
Agreement on
Do
that.
you mind bringing out Mr. Anderson? Do you have another person as well? Hold on, Deputy.
That's all, Judge.
That's it? Okay.
Yes.
Anderson, please. Oh, hold on. You got the second one? Yeah, that way we can get two, for sure. Mr. CDO,
Yes.
tell me about him. Does he have history?
I don't see any
Why is he
history.
stuck for $500?
He's
No?
very indigent. He is on government assistance. He was living in a boarding house, so just sort of rock bottom.
But I get it, but why did he not get a PR bond? There's a reason. There's got to be a reason why.
I do not know. I don't know. I don't see anything
Do you have
here.
any priors?
I don't see anything, Judge. And he told me no, and I don't see anything on.
Hey, Pavel, will you take a look at Anderson? It's an AFM. Bond is set at $500. Does he have any priors? Why is he still stuck? Why do they not give him a PR bond?
I don't see any fire.
It doesn't make sense.
I was thinking the same thing, Judge.
I mean, what the hell? Really? Did you read the probable cause about this thing?
Yes, Judge.
Who's Mr. Anderson? Come on up. How's jail, Mr. Anderson? How's jail? You can step outside. Come on.
It was a phone.
Come on. Squeeze in.
Sure,
There we go. Mr. Anderson, how's jail?
It was a phone.
So as I see it, so both of you have the right to remain silent. Anything you can and say will be used against you, sir. You now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. So from what I see, guys, please. I arrived at the call location at 10:55 hours and made contact with the complainant, who stated she was laying in bed at 0300 hours this morning when the defendant walked in yelling and upset that he could not untie the drawstring to his shorts he was wearing. Complainant stated that the defendant said, "If I can't get this string untied, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass," and then struck her in the face 4 times with a closed fist. Over a drawstring. With a bond set at $500 that you're unable to make. I would say probably 90% of the people that we have in custody, Mr. Anderson, because no self-control. So belies the question, where do we go from here? What, do you see any criminal history?
This was the only transaction that I see. There were additional allegations in the charging instrument that looks like that grabbed a fork and may have attempted to strike the complainant with it.
So wait, he grabbed a fork and tried to strike the complaining witness, or she did?
Says,
The complainant stood the defendant, then grabbed the fork and tried to stab her in the face with it, but she was able to fight him off.
She grabbed.
Don't. This doesn't require you to say anything. My only question, Mr. Anderson, is, and the reason I have you out here now is why you didn't get a PR bond. Because nearly everyone, especially on a first offense, Mr. Anderson, I'm trying to talk to you, man. Nearly everyone gets a PR bond. And so to me, I'm wondering why you didn't. And I'm trying to figure this out. Number one. Number two, if we do give you a PR bond, my only concern is public safety. I don't give a dang rotten about anything else in this life. My only concern is public safety. And if you can adhere to the conditions. Anything, what else you got?
for the purposes of PC, that was it. Excuse me. But with regards to why I was set at 500, I don't know, Judge, I can respect that.
Judge, I've spoken to my client about an alternate location to live. He's gonna stay with his sister in Houston, away from the complainant. He's already said he's got no issues staying away from the complainant, so he can adhere to those, to your orders if you order that, Judge.
You know, I am a strong believer, really, that everybody should be given at least one chance. You know, you've not been given a chance. You have no prior criminal history. The only thing I'd like to see is why the hearing officer, the magistrate, justified not giving you anything, and there's nothing here. So, I don't see anything. Okay. Do you want a PR bond?
Would request a PR bond, Judge.
Yes, sir.
The only thing I'm going to ask you to do, Mr. Anderson, is don't have contact with this person. The only other thing I'm also going to ask you, self-control. Yo, self-control.
Self-control.
You got it? Okay. Also, stay in contact with your lawyers. If you can do that, good things will happen for you. That's all I want. And no weapons. Do you understand, sir? Okay. I will give you a PR bond. I would probably say no alcohol and no drugs as well, just out of an abundance of caution. Other than that, I'm going to get you out of here today. Stay in contact with them. No dope, no alcohol, no weapons, no contact. You're cool with me. Okay? All right, my
But
friend.
there's no alcohol or drugs, not an allegation of this offense. He has no history of that. And because of his housing situation, I think checking in might be difficult for him to make a check-in. So we ask the honor to consider not having him.
Someone set him up for something.
Not making a check.
How do you get it? What do you do in life, Mr. Anderson? What do you do? You retired, live on an SSI? What do you drive? Tell me about yourself.
I live with my brother. He takes care of it.
Did you work?
I go out with him every once in a while. I cut a yard, maybe.
How do you get money? How do you live?
From my brother.
Okay,
He did mention earlier that he's on some government assistance, Judge, so I think.
all right.
I didn't-
I'll acquiesce to you, but I want you to know that, Mr. Anderson, a protective order was issued in this case. Make sure you get a copy so you know what you can and can't do. I will take that off. Okay, stay in contact with them. I'm telling you now, Mr. Anderson, I'm not going to give you another PR bond. Don't shake my faith. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Well, hold on. Okay, you guys are done, but Mr. Green,